There we go. So we had to go back a little bit in time because a crash happened at the end of the last stream. And we did our landing in the Philippines, and I think we will be able to take out at least most of the Philippines today. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they have armies here, just a matter of how many troops they have in those armies. And then over here we are stretched a bit thin. But we are trying to get across the river here, and we'll try to cut them off over here, for example, and then they should be out of supplies sooner or later. And we'll just destroy the armies in there. At the same time, we'll probably try to push at least to Bangkok, and maybe to cut off the British from the rest of the peninsula here. Anyway, let's we need to get rid of some of that. We are building more landing craft, and once we get our troops from the Soviet army, which is still moving around here, once we get them there, we could do a landing in Japan, take out Kyushu first, and then maybe take out the small island here, which I don't remember what it is. And oh, United States has claims on islands here. That's interesting. Oh, and oh, they have claims on all over the place. Okay then. Right, well, let's just get going then. Now, our navy is not huge. I think it's mostly under repairs right now, but we will make it a bit bigger sooner or later. Now then, I think we'll actually leave that one over there. Wonder if we can actually fight over here. A little bit. Not doing a great job there, but once the light infantry arrives there, it should be fine. Right, now we need to increase the reinforcements a little bit, but we do get another light infantry now. I don't remember where we've been gathering them up, though. Over here, okay. And this was part of the Philippines army here. Let's transport these over there then. Although I'm not sure how much we got. We seem to have plenty of supplies, at least for the time being. With the extra 5 divisions, we should be able to cut off the enemies a bit more often. Won the battle in Tabuk. Another division to help. I mean, the naval infantry that we have doesn't actually have any morale yet, or organization due to the low morale. Well, I'm sure that we can fix that issue soon enough. Oh, we caught some Japanese planes over there, okay. We still got the interceptors over here. Should we move them forward a little bit, maybe? Over there. Now, since we have the lack of, not really lack of supplies anymore, but the lack of troops in here, we are having a bit of a problem taking all the lands that we want, but just gonna have to live with that. A bit of support attack from here, we can probably grab that one. We sank another, okay, and pilot rescue, wait a minute, that was in here, yep. We can cancel that, we don't need the next level because it's quite a bit ahead of time. So how the Soviet army is still pretty far away. It's pretty close to our capital. Goes south of that to the coast, then follow that. Okay, so it's probably going to take at least a month or two until they're even close. We go around here with these. We might be able to cut these conscripts off entirely. I mean, it's not necessarily what we can do, but we're going to certainly try. Now, how long is it going to take? 3 days. I mean, sure enough, the river crossing will... Oh! We actually have higher speed going across it than without it, oddly enough. Mostly the terrain and weather that is slowing us down, not the crossing itself. Right, we're getting another factory soon enough. And another liner. Speaking of which, okay, so we got some ships here. The liners, they don't have any morale. Not far away from getting actually some morale, because we are researching the naval HQ and it shouldn't be far away from leveling up, I suppose. Oh, at least I hope it isn't. It might be a bit further than expected. Okay, it's probably somewhere around here then. Or am I just blind? I mean, that's also an option. Oh, no, that's the Air Force. Okay, I don't know. It's somewhere in there. It's being researched anyway. We might want to get some of these levels because we know that we've got quite a bit behind in all these. Although, again, it is a lot more research that we can actually do. We take all that one. Do we have? I don't remember. How many can we transport at once? 3 plus the HQ. Sure enough, we'll do that. Should be fairly quick operation. Just drop in a few more troops here and then lost order. Well, luckily we got a unit right next there. That's not a problem. A little bit extra in upgrades, fair enough. Okay, so this battle, I'll take a bit of losses, but at the same time, they're not doing all that great either. Make sure that we'll have this one in a superiority. I think we're gonna go with the defensive stance as usual, and then something like that daily, go for a month. Okay, we kind of captured them. We'll move in there and actually move this one around there. Now, if we can get there before they do, then we should be fine. Ooh, there's some Japanese Navy there. We did do a naval strike on them. Was that convoy ready? I'm not sure. Now, hopefully we can get through that without a problem. There we go. Right, so with the extra 3 divisions, we'll just send them down south. Well, since they are already moving away from here, we can keep on moving this way. Maybe even take out that one. Yes. I suppose we could move down there. And a little bit more extra in upgrades. We'll just get rid of that one. Right, so we're basically taking out that one. How are we doing here? We did get across the river there already some time ago. How's this? Oh, they are trying to attack, but it's not going well for them. And over here we're still trying to move across. It's just painfully slow. Be done in November, okay. This battle we are probably winning, although I think we may need to pull back. For this one, we'll send the other one instead. Switch around to some fresher troops. Now there's only 2 divisions there. Is this division? It's going to need a bit more organization. It should be doable. Now we're gonna get another run of naval infantry soon enough. Of course, the naval infantry is a bit moot right now since they don't have the organization. Or won't have the organization until we do certain techs, and it's gonna take a while. And apparently the fight in Soviet Union is going a bit back and forth. Gushing from the modifier going away and then returning. Okay, how far is the Soviet army? It's actually almost at the coast. In about another month it should be pretty close to the assembly point here, and then we'll probably do a landing somewhere around here. Cut off the harbors here, capture them, and set up defenses on the straits here, which is that one. Oh, high velocity gun, excellent. And is this one? No, it's... Oh, so this is the strait only. And then there's a strait to Tsushima. Interesting. Right, and then there's a strait. Okay. So if we defend that, we can mostly make sure that they don't bring too many troops in here. I mean, of course, they can still transport stuff here, which is a bit of a problem. Right, so we got the high velocity gun. Let me actually have a look real quick. We can get better medium armors, we can get heavy tanks, not that we're really using them. And then... does it unlock anything here? No, not yet. We need another level before we get the armor piercing capped. And basically the better anti-tank ammunition, and... oh, fair enough. In the meanwhile, okay, so we could actually see that the United States has these two garrisons there, with some support units. Now then, we'll move the Marine over here, and the light infantry will probably need to regain some of the strength before we move up. I was thinking the Japanese convoys quite nicely. I mean, not necessarily the best efficiency, but we are still doing some harm for them. Move up here. The light infantry closer to Manila, because we do need to take that one away. Oh, there's some fighting going on over there. And the naval infantry, I think we'll gather up here. We'll do another... hold on. Let me assign that, but let's have a look. Is it... yeah, it's another 30th Corps, so we'll switch that to 31st. We need another leader. Do we have any skillful leaders? Okay, that's a general, not necessarily the best one. Though, at the same time, we probably have plenty of leaders. For example, this one. We could probably replace that one and then have the generals from there be the corps commander. Again, it might not be the best choice, but it's certainly better than what we had there. Right, so what are we need to reshuffle these a little bit every now and then. We're gonna get another transport soon. Oh, they brought in troops there, okay. Let's actually shuffle that way. We will be bringing more troops here, so... Ay, bloody hell, these rebellions, or partisans rather, are somewhat annoying, not gonna lie. Right, I think in December we might have troops here ready for our landing in Japan. Okay, won the battle here. They have brought in some troops. Got that one. We'll send in you there to defend, and you'll go over there. to be fair, we do have another 2 divisions that we could bring in. And we might want to do that, actually. A quick transport there. Up here, yeah, we're doing a decent job. We captured... oh. Okay, there's a garrison in there, and then there's headquarters. Not particularly terrifying. Send you to help over there. What we could do is send in the naval infantry over here to cut off the Manila area from the rest of the Philippines. And while that's not gonna help too much, it's actually gonna force them to get another convoy going in here, which will be subject to naval bombardment from our close air support. Of course, it is a matter of can we get there in time? I certainly hope we can, but I can't promise. Actually, oh, are they? They're retreating from the airfield. They can have a lot of planes there, though. Maybe we'll let them go and we'll just capture that. Force them to maybe move some of the planes away. Capture that. 3 divisions here. Air cavalry. Let's actually have a look of the stats. Got a decent organization. They got actually a rather good soft attack. Much better than regular infantry has. Although no hard attack or piercing attack. No armor. Decent air attack and very good defensiveness. Not great toughness, and air defense isn't great either. The speed is triple that of infantry. Really good suppression value. Flight consumption, on the other hand, is rather large, and fuel consumption. And oh god, the cost is also quite significant. Interesting. I was wondering, what could you pair that with? I mean, there's some of the motorized stuff that could be going with the same speed. Oh well. Not gonna worry about that right now. I think we're gonna trust the more conventional stuff right now. Also, we need more troops. I mean, we are producing a little bit, and we're producing a lot of ships and such as well, and roads. We never have too many roads. Tank upgrade. Actually, have a look. The heavy anti-tank brigade. 80 piercing attack. Ooh. A bit less hard attack and soft attack, but the piercing attack is quite significantly better than what the regular ones have. It's still not quite what the heavy anti-aircraft guns have, but still pretty decent. Yeah, sure, we'll upgrade that, I suppose. We're not going to take the resource production anymore, because we will have problems with the artisans otherwise. Okay, so they abandoned that. Move in there, just to not let them escape. We do want to get some of them at least trapped here. Okay, they're attacking us over there, they're attacking us over there, over there, and over there. So they are starting at their... wouldn't say necessarily massive. I'm gonna retreat these troops. Hopefully win that one. Not necessarily. I mean, first of all, at least these two need to retreat from the battle. We could send in one more division to help. then we might have a chance there. But let's actually see. So we are fighting there. We are fighting. Well, we were fighting there, but not anymore. Okay. Just graphical glitch. I wanted to fix that. And okay, so they are trying to attack across the river. They should be taking huge damage. Pretty much all of these. Honestly, we will need more troops down here. Now, to be fair, we got some of the troops around here that we could send back into the front. This one, yeah, I think we can send you there. We got these two that have been resting for a while. One there and one there. We've got some regular infantry here that was destined to go to Philippines, but we might not send them there right now. Is this battle going on? Bad, I suppose. Oh, we actually won that battle. Now, if we could just get there in time, that'd be nice. But yeah, they brought in quite a bit of troops here. This one is a bit concerning, to say the least. Oh, we got another transport. Let's see, is there... And these are going to be done in December, actually. Okay, it's not that long then. Get these around a little bit. So we are still getting 4 naval infantry. I think what we're going to do is just get another light infantry corps going. We need plenty. Now, do we have range anywhere around here? Well, we have a little bit, I suppose. Do some ground attack on these for about a week. Then this group can probably do more around here. For about a week as well. I mean, they do have interceptors over there, so we do need to be rather careful. And here's the enemy planes. Okay. Oh, right, we started building the flying boat. And the naval bombers. Okay, so that's for the convoy raiding, basically. Battles going on here. Not much is happening there. We can probably send in more troops down that way. And our division should be there soon enough. Then now. Oh, we won the battle there. Okay, good. Now then, do we have... We could try taking out this one. They seem to have some... Oh, high density allies. Now, does that unlock anything? Not yet. We need to get probably the high velocity gun higher and then... Probably this one. Yeah, seems to be the case. Right, well, I suppose that is freeing up at least one point there in research. Go in there, we'll surround Manila, and at the same time, while we are trying to get there, we technically do now have an airfield here that we could use, but I'm not sure if they have much in terms of resources, or supplies rather there. So I'm not going to worry about that yet, but eventually. Right, how's the battles going in here? We might... Ooh, this doesn't look good. Okay, we'll pull back from there. What about here? We are still holding, kind of, but we are taking pretty heavy casualties. And over here we are not really holding either. We might be doing a breakthrough there. But do we have any... Honestly, I'm just going to send this corps down south. Somewhere around there. Vision over here that we could probably send this way. We need to move it through here, so it's going to take a long while. At least this one's dug in quite nicely. Extra wide tracks. Does that? I don't think it's going to unlock anything right now, because we are still so much behind in a lot of these techs. Could get the medium tank destroyer at some point, because I think that might have pretty decent petting attack. But we'll worry about that later. That battle seems to be going in our favor. We actually send this one down south as well. We place 2 light infantry over here and then take on Manila. Unfortunately, yeah, we lost the agriculture giant. That's a bit unfortunate, but actually, since we're moving these 2 on... Oh, that one is actually gonna go through. We'll send one of these to delay the enemy a little bit. Meanwhile, these 2 attack here, so we'll try to push them out over here as much as possible. I mean, where is the... Okay, this is the place where there's going to be crossing over there. Airplane radio communication. There's a lot of headquarters and then some... Oh, right, that's... One of the units is out of supplies, but that's probably because they retreated quite recently. I'll actually pull this one back even further. What's going on here? Not great. Great at all. Over here, ooh, DC-3 needs to pull back. I wonder... Basically, I just don't have the strength. Well, I suppose I could do a little bit of a distraction over here. I don't think that garrison is going to have a great time. Even send one more unit down here and then start basically clearing out some of this area here. Or if I could, I mean, I don't have the troops for that right now, but if I could try to cut them off in here, because they don't have any port around here as long as we hold Saigon. Which is a bit of a challenge, probably. I mean, as I said, we have dug in quite nicely there, but let's see how that goes. Decryption machine has been researched. Cancel that one from the queue. Is there anything over here that we need to... I mean, I suppose the bridging and assault equipment might not hurt. Although, I don't know, maybe not. It would still take a long while before it's actually being researched. Maybe I don't worry about that. Especially...